In late 2022, the tech world was rocked by a historic breakthrough. ChatGPT reached 1 million users in just 5 days, marking one of the fastest adoption rates ever seen in technology. The achievement made headlines worldwide, with major outlets like the New York Times, BBC, and Al Pais reporting on it extensively. From the US to Europe and Asia, the story captured global attention and sparked widespread interest. Experts in AI, tech enthusiasts, and the general public were equally astonished by ChatGPT's ability to engage in fluent, meaningful conversations across countless topics. Fueled by media buzz and viral word of mouth, ChatGPT's user base skyrocketed. Social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook became hotspots for users sharing insights and experiences, helping the tool gain tens of millions of active users by the end of January 2023. Inspired by this explosive growth, I set out to make this video. After extensive research, I have distilled everything you need to know about ChatGPT into a practical, easy to follow guide designed to help you. Chapter 1: Introduction to ChatGPT and Artificial Intelligence. Launched in November 2022, ChatGPT rapidly gained global prominence, amassing 10 million daily active users within its first month, an unprecedented adoption rate, outpacing platforms like Instagram and Google by tenfold. This milestone redefined technological advancement. ChatGPT stands out as a cutting-edge AI model, adept at understanding and producing coherent, contextually relevant human language. Unlike task-specific systems, its versatility supports diverse applications, from addressing technical queries to generating creative content. This leap in AI facilitates more intuitive human-machine interactions, but mastering its use can pose challenges for some users. This video is your gateway to the captivating world of ChatGPT. Inside, you will uncover how this powerful tool can reshape the way you communicate, work, and tackle everyday challenges. We will guide you step by step from the fundamentals of how ChatGPT works to its most sophisticated uses. Whether you are a student, a business owner, or simply looking to boost your productivity, you will learn how to harness AI to your advantage. This video delves into prompt engineering, showcases real-world applications, and includes inspiring case studies to help you make the most of ChatGPT. It's a comprehensive guide designed to help you unlock the full potential of this groundbreaking technology and integrate it into your routine in ways you may not have thought possible. With its ability to hold meaningful conversations and deliver insightful answers across topics ranging from science and tech to literature and philosophy, ChatGPT proves to be both powerful and adaptable. Its skill is understanding context and following the flow of dialogue makes it an indispensable tool for anyone ready to embrace the future. To truly understand where we are today, it's important to explore the background and evolution of this technology. Let's begin. ChatGPT was created by the company OpenAI and is built on a field of artificial intelligence known as natural language processing (NLP). NLP has been evolving for decades and focuses on enabling machines to comprehend, interpret, and generate human language. Artificial intelligence itself is a branch of computer science aimed at developing systems capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. Within this, NLP plays a key role by allowing machines to understand and use language, the primary medium through which humans communicate. This is significant because the vast majority of global knowledge is stored in human language, whether in books, articles, or digital conversations. Now picture a future where machines don't just understand us but are able to reason in ways that go beyond human capacity. AI would no longer be limited to simple tasks like translations or search queries, things we already rely on today, but would become a force for tackling problems once thought unsolvable. Imagine, for instance, discovering cures for disease long deemed incurable or achieving breakthroughs that seems like science fiction. While this future may sound either visionary or unsettling, it's closer than we think. In this video, we will examine how AI and ChatGPT in particular could become a powerful tool to lead us toward this next frontier of innovation. ChatGPT is what's known as a large language model (LLM), an acronym you will encounter frequently in this video. In simple terms, a model, referring to a software-based model, not a human one, is a program that helps make predictions about specific outcomes. For example, a weather model predicts upcoming weather patterns so we can prepare in advance. Similarly, a language model predicts what word is most likely to come next in a sentence based on the context. You can think of an LLM as a tool that enables machines to grasp and generate human language, but it does more than just understand individual words. It analyzes how words relate to each other to interpret the meaning of entire sentences or paragraphs. There are several types of LLMs, each with its own unique features. One of the most well-known is GPT, which you have likely heard of. But have you ever stopped to ask what GPT actually stands for? It means Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Let's break that down in the next section. Generative. This refers to AI's ability to produce new content. In the case of GPT, it can generate text and, in some versions, even create images and audio. The capability to generate video content may also be on the horizon. Pre-trained. GPT models are trained on massive datasets before they are made available to users. This means they come ready to go without needing additional training for general use. Transformer. This describes the underlying architecture, a specific kind of neural network designed to handle and understand sequences of data like sentences in human language. Just like the human brain, a neural network can learn from the data it processes, gradually becoming more effective at analyzing and responding. This is what enables ChatGPT to understand and generate natural human language with increasing accuracy. To truly grasp how ChatGPT functions, it's important to explore the various models that power it. These models, developed by OpenAI, are presented here in chronological order, from the original GPT launched in 2018 to the more recent OpenAI o1, introduced in September 2024. Notably, OpenAI o1 is the first model specifically optimized for handling complex real-time tasks, such as advanced data analysis and mathematical computations. GPT-1. OpenAI released its first language model, GPT, in 2018. Though basic in scope, its aim was both simple and ambitious, accurately predicting the next word in a sentence. While its applications were limited, GPT-1 laid the critical foundation for the future of language modeling. It served as an early proof of concept for the potential of transformer-based neural networks in language understanding. GPT-2. Just a year later, in 2019, OpenAI introduced GPT-2, an upgraded version with access to far more data and significantly more parameters. GPT-2 moved beyond simple word prediction and was capable of generating full fluent sentences. This marked a major advancement in natural language generation, improving both coherence and relevance in generated text. GPT-2 featured 1.5 billion parameters, making it vastly more complex than its predecessor. GPT-3. In 2020, OpenAI introduced GPT-3, a revolutionary leap in AI development with a staggering 175 billion parameters. GPT-3 set a new benchmark in natural language processing. Its text generation quality dramatically surpassed earlier models, producing content that often felt indistinguishable from human writing. But GPT-3's impact extended beyond text fluency. It exhibited what are now called emergent abilities skills, not explicitly programmed into the model. GPT-3 could perform tasks like language translation, answering general knowledge questions, and even writing code, despite never being specifically trained for those functions. This level of versatility marked a turning point in AI history. GPT-3 did not just improve on prior models, it redefined the possibilities of what AI could do, setting the stage for future innovations and changing the trajectory of artificial intelligence as a whole. GPT 3.5. Launched by OpenAI in June 2021, GPT 3.5 marked a notable step forward from GPT 3, offering several key enhancements. Trained on a more diverse dataset, including both text and code, it demonstrated improved capabilities in managing complex language tasks. This enhanced training helped GPT 3.5 better grasp context, generate more consistent and coherent responses, and produce longer form content with reduced instances of factual errors or hallucinations. GPT 3.5 encompassed multiple iterations of the model, some of which showed notable advancement in understanding and aligning with user intent. Additionally, its architecture allowed for more substantial and structured text generation. It was especially more adept at handling sophisticated tasks such as responding to nuanced creative prompts or assisting more effectively in programming related queries. ChatGPT. Unveiled in November 2022, ChatGPT quickly proved to be much more than just a new technology innovation. It became a global sensation. Its adoption skyrocketed within days, making it the fastest growing application in history. Suddenly, millions of users across the world were engaging with the system, exploring its ability to hold fluid conversations, answer a vast range of questions, and carry out diverse tasks. It marked a major milestone in both the tech industry and society's understanding of AI. For many, ChatGPT marked the beginning of the AI era. However, this perception is not entirely accurate. As discussed earlier, OpenAI's GPT models have existed since 2018, and the roots of the artificial intelligence trace all the way back to the 1950s. Though often confused with the GPT models like GPT-3 or GPT-4, ChatGPT itself is not a language model. Rather, it is a user-friendly conversational interface built on top of these models. Its main objective is to make interaction with powerful large language models accessible to everyone by mimicking natural dialogue rather than producing standalone blocks of text. ChatGPT enriches the experience with a layer of personalization, enabling it to maintain context, follow conversational threads, and deliver relevant, coherent responses. While the GPT models are responsible for generating the content, ChatGPT serves as the bridge that makes these capabilities usable and intuitive for everyday users, removing technical barriers and enabling a seamless conversational experience. GPT-4, released on March 14, 2023, GPT-4 marked a major leap forward, arriving just under 4 months after ChatGPT's initial launch. It significantly enhanced the capabilities of GPT 3.5, particularly in areas like reasoning, factual accuracy, and handling more complex and lengthy prompts. With its improved ability to understand nuanced context and deliver coherent, high quality responses, GPT-4 quickly became the flagship model in OpenAI's lineup. Before GPT-4, ChatGPT Plus users primarily benefited from priority access during peak usage times, when heavy traffic often led to service outages. In the early days, ChatGPT frequently experienced downtime due to an overwhelming and unexpected influx of users. Subscribing to the Plus plan meant you could still access the service even when it was overloaded, but it did not offer many other benefits. The introduction of GPT-4 changed that dramatically. It offered compelling reasons to upgrade, delivering far greater accuracy in solving complex problems. Supported by its extensive general knowledge and advanced reasoning skills, it also became OpenAI's most creative and collaborative model to date. Below are some of the key improvements it introduced over its predecessor. Multimodal capabilities. GPT-4 is not limited to just text. It can also process images and audio. This means it can understand and respond to different kinds of input, such as identifying objects in pictures, listening to audio, and generating spoken or written responses. These multimodal features make GPT-4 far more flexible and bring human-computer interaction closer to natural human-like communication. Internet access. Unlike GPT 3.5, GPT-4 can connect to the internet in real time. This means it's no longer restricted to pre-loaded information and can search for the most current data. Whether it's the latest news, sports scores, or recent research, GPT-4 can provide more accurate and timely answers, making it especially useful for queries that require up-to-date information. GPT-4 can handle much longer text inputs compared to GPT 3.5. This expanded context window allows it to better follow ongoing conversations, understand more detailed discussions, and process larger documents. It improves continuity and relevance, especially in extended interactions. GPT-4 introduced improved mechanisms for adjusting tone and writing style, allowing it to deliver responses that better align with the user's context and intent. It could also differentiate between varying levels of formality and adapt its output to follow specific instructions more accurately. The model became significantly better at recognizing and avoiding errors or hallucinations, instances where it might fabricate incorrect information. While not perfect, GPT-4 proved to be more reliable than GPT 3.5, especially in scenarios where accuracy is crucial. GPT-4 demonstrated a strong ability to understand and follow intricate, multi-step instructions. This made it particularly effective for advanced tasks like coding, report writing, or any situation requiring detailed execution. Although it relied on tools like Whisper for speech recognition and DALL-E for image generation, GPT-4 integrated with these systems more efficiently. This enhanced interoperability allowed users to perform a wider range of tasks within a unified workflow. These enhancements have made GPT-4 a significantly more powerful and adaptable model compared to GPT 3.5, broadening its functionality and making it well suited for a wider variety of use cases. To wrap up this section, let's consider an official comparison between GPT-4 and GPT 3.5. OpenAI assessed both models using a series of evaluations, including simulated tests typically designed for humans. The outcome of these evaluations are illustrated in this figure, which compares their performance. The chart reveals an impressive insight. GPT-4 performs exceptionally well in several areas, where GPT 3.5 struggled. This demonstrates that GPT-4 is not just a refined upgrade of GPT 3.5, but a significant advancement that surpasses its predecessor across multiple domains, greatly enhancing its overall utility and potential applications. But a significant advancement that surpasses its predecessor across multiple domains, greatly enhancing its overall utility and potential applications. At the start of 2024, there was widespread speculation within the AI community that OpenAI had halted the development of GPT-5, As the months went by, the likelihood of a new model release seemed increasingly slim. However, in a surprising move, OpenAI announced the launch of a new model during an upcoming event. This new model, GPT-4o, where O stands for Omni, marks a major leap forward, capable of understanding and generating text, images, and audio simultaneously. Its multimodal nature even extends to video processing. Although video support is built into GPT-4o, it's important to note that this feature is not yet available to the public, with plans to roll it out later. Users of the ChatGPT Plus version may recognize many familiar features: voice responses, text-to-speech, and image generation, all still present. However, what sets GPT-4o apart is how these capabilities are handled internally. Unlike GPT-4, which depended on external tools to process non-text data, for example, converting speech to text or using separate systems for image recognition, GPT-4o has built-in functionality to interpret audio, images, and even video directly. This native processing ability allows GPT-4o to work with these media types in their original form, resulting in faster, more efficient, and more accurate responses. Where GPT-4 was limited by its reliance on add-ons, GPT-4o stands out as a fully integrated multimodal model. This advancement brings real-world benefit to users. For example, you can now show ChatGPT a photo of your bicycle if you are having trouble adjusting the seat, and it can identify the issue. Or if you are wondering what to cook, simply share an image of your fridge contents and the model can suggest recipes. GPT-4o can also analyze complex visual data, such as business graphs, and provide meaningful insights with ease. For users who want to focus on specific sections of an image, the mobile app includes a built-in drawing tool. This feature allows users to annotate or highlight particular areas of interest, as shown in this figure. To start a multimodal interaction with ChatGPT, users can tap the camera icon to take a new photo or choose an existing one. On iOS and Android devices, simply tapping the plus button will initiate the process. Users also have the option to provide comments on multiple images or use the drawing tool to guide the model's attention to specific parts. Multimodal models like GPT-4o use advanced linguistic reasoning to interpret a variety of inputs, from casual photos and screenshots to complex documents that combine text and images. This marks a significant evolution in how AI systems can engage with and comprehend the diverse ways humans communicate. The progress we have made with language models today would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. ChatGPT marked a major breakthrough globally, powered by the GPT-3 model, which was capable of generating coherent and relatively accurate text at impressive speed. The release of GPT-4 was a substantial advancement. It offered faster, more precise responses and handled complex tasks more effectively. Despite these strides, a recurring challenge persisted. These models often responded immediately to questions without accounting for their depth or complexity. Simple questions like "What is the capital of Spain?" posed no issue, but more intricate queries such as "How does the Heisenberg uncertainty principle influence our understanding of subatomic particles in quantum physics?" required deeper consideration. Yet the models frequently gave instant replies regardless of complexity, sometimes resulting in inaccuracies due to a lack of thoughtful analysis. Quick, unreflective responses can lead to mistakes, especially when dealing with nuanced or complex subjects. This is where OpenAI's O1 model stands out. Although it builds on the same foundational technology as the GPT series, it takes a different approach, prioritizing thoughtful processing over immediate replies. As shown in this figure, a comparison is made between the GPT-4o, the one preview model currently accessible to GPT Plus users, and the O1 model soon to be released for paid users. The comparison evaluates their performance across three categories: mathematics, programming, and PhD level science questions from left to right. There is no doubt this marks a significant milestone. If humanity succeeds in creating a model that not only generates text but also reasons independently and can refine its own thinking, we may be nearing the realization of superintelligence, artificial general intelligence. AI has already surpassed human champions in games like chess and go by evaluating far more possibilities than a human can. OpenAI's own model signals the early stages of applying the level of intelligence to language. The prospect of AI reasoning beyond human capabilities raises exciting possibilities. Could it lead to be a cure for cancer, unlock the universe's deepest secrets, eliminate global poverty? While these ambitions may seem far off, the path we are on is unmistakably pointing in that direction. OpenAI's next model is currently in development. Though no official launch date has been announced, it is anticipated to exceed GPT-4 in areas such as reasoning, reliability, and multi-modal capabilities, including voice, image, and video processing. While Sam Altman has noted that more work is needed before it is ready, reports suggest that substantial progress has already been made behind the scenes. The release is expected to follow OpenAI's existing monetization model, like being offered as a paid product. Limitations. In the previous section, we explored various OpenAI models and their impressive capabilities. However, that does not mean they are without flaws. While many limitations have been reduced over time, a few still persist and are important to acknowledge. Here are some of the key ones. Bias in training data. AI models like ChatGPT learn from the data they are trained on. If the training data contains bias, the model can inherit and even amplify it in its responses. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. A well-known example is Amazon's recruitment algorithm, which had to be discontinued after it showed bias against resumes containing the word female. To counteract such issues, developers now use techniques like curated datasets, inclusion of diverse data, and post-training adjustments, blurring the line between fact and fiction. Hallucinations. Language models often suffer from what's known as hallucinations, generating responses that sound plausible but are actually false or fabricated. This occurs because models like ChatGPT are designed to predict the most likely next word based on vast datasets containing both factual and fictional content. Since they mimic language patterns without truly understanding the content, their responses may be convincing but factually inaccurate. Hallucinations remain one of the most critical and potentially dangerous limitations of large language models. Inaccuracy in bibliographic references. Even with internet access now available to all ChatGPT users, including those on free plans, bibliographic references generated by the model can still be unreliable. The sources it provides might be unrelated, outdated, or lead to broken links. It's essential to verify any references or citations to ensure their accuracy and relevance. Challenges with specialized tasks. While ChatGPT performs well across a wide range of general topics, it can struggle with highly specialized or technical tasks. This is particularly true when dealing with complex scientific terms or niche jargon that require deep contextual understanding. In such cases, the output may be incomplete or inaccurate, and human expertise is often needed to validate and refine this information. In this chapter, we explored the evolution of OpenAI's models, their remarkable capabilities, and the limitations that still persist despite rapid advancements. While these AI systems offer immense potential to transform industries and daily life, it's equally important to remain aware of their current boundaries, such as biases, hallucinations, and challenges with specialized tasks. Understanding both the strengths and shortcomings of these models allows us to use them more responsibly and effectively. As we move forward, the next chapters will dive deeper into how to harness AI tools like ChatGPT to their fullest while staying mindful of ethical and practical considerations.